Okay, now we will speak about the past continuous. What is the formation for the past continuous? So, the past continuous is formed by the subject I or he or she or it or singular noun plus verb plus ing, or they, we, you, or plural noun plus where plus verb ing. For example, here, yesterday morning, I was studying at home. Yesterday morning, I was studying at home. I couldn't hear you as my brothers were watching TV. So here in the first one, we have I. So we use was with I. We use was with I. Yeah. What about the other one? Here we have my brothers. So it's a plural noun. So as long as it's a plural noun, so we have what? We have, yeah, where plus verb plus ing, were watching. So how could we form the negative? We form a negative by using an apostrophe T after was or were. For example, I wasn't sleeping yesterday at night. I wasn't sleeping yesterday at night. And the other example, they weren't talking during the last session. They weren't talking during the last session. So to make a negative form, we use I, he, she, it, singular noun plus wasn't plus verb ing. And if we have they, we, you, plural noun, we use weren't plus verb plus ing. So, what are the usages for the past continuous? We use the past continuous to talk about actions that were in progress in a specific time in the past, as at 5 o'clock yesterday, they were listening to music. And we use past continuous to talk about two or more actions that were in progress at the same time as, for example, we have while, as, when. So after it, what? Past continuous, and the other one will be also past continuous. So if we have more actions that were in progress at the same time, so we use what? We use past continuous with past continuous if we have while, as, when. For example, while I was reading, my mother was preparing food. While I was reading, my mother was preparing food. As she was cooking, her brother was doing his homework. As she was cooking. Also, we use past continuous to talk about actions that was. Okay. Also, we use the past continuous to talk about an action that was in progress in the past, when another action cut it. While or as plus past continuous plus past simple. So if we have while or as, so we use after it directly past continuous. And after it, in the second clause, we have the past simple. For example, while we were getting ready for dinner, the door rang. While we were getting ready for dinner, the door rang. So after while we have what here? Yeah, the past continuous. And if we have while or as in the middle, we should have the past continuous after them and the past simple in the beginning of the sentence. For example, the door rang as we were getting ready for dinner. Again, the door rang as we were getting ready for dinner. Note, if there is no subject after while, we use verb ing. So again, if there is no subject after while, we use verb ing. For example, while playing, Ali arrived. While playing, Ali arrived. What are the key words for the past continuous? When, while, as. For example, while he was studying, his sister was watching TV. He arrived home when Ali was preparing dinner. So here what? Here we have while and when. And we have the past continuous and the other past continuous. Because here the two actions happened at the same time in the past. So while he was studying, his sister was watching TV. At the same time, it's okay to have the same these two actions at the same time. What about the other one? He arrived home when Ali was preparing dinner. So he arrived home, that happened, that just actually cut the action that Ali was preparing dinner in. So Ali was preparing dinner and suddenly that happened, that he arrived home. So questions. As you know, we have two kinds of questions. Yeah, the first one, yeah, yes or no questions. So to form a yes or no question, start with was plus I, he, she, it, singular noun plus verb plus ing. So again, was after it, the subject, he or I, she, it, singular noun. After it, what? Yeah, the verb plus ing. What about the other one? If we have they, we, you, plural noun, so we use where. Yeah, so where plus they or we or you or plural noun plus verb plus ing. For example, was she cooking early last night? Was she cooking early last night? Were they playing football during the holiday? Were they playing football during the holiday? So, to form a question with WH word in it, or to form a WH question, start with question word like who, what, where, when, why, plus was or where, plus the subject, plus verb, plus ing. For example, what were you doing last weekend? What were you doing last weekend? So the WH word plus where plus the subject, which is here you, plus verb ing, like last weekend. Okay, so the next one, where was he traveling to last Friday? Where was he traveling to last Friday? So the WH word where was, which is the auxiliary, plus he, which is the subject, and after it, verb ing. So, and the rest of the question to last Friday. And we spoke here about the past tense to say that this happened in the past. And we are asking about action that happened in the past.